As requested, here is a very quick survey of the studio. This is my front door. And there are an ostentation of peacocks up above, and below that, a passel of porcine products. It's an old red work piece, and it's got 3 pigs, and it says, "When will the 4 of us get together again?" Next to that, I've got a raft of remnants, which is all crap from the floor that I picked up that all went together, I thought, and so I made a new quilt out of it. This is another one of the red work pieces, and it's a teeter-totter, and it's got an ostrich on it. The next one is Distracted Babysitters. And then there's the old pieces for Thanksgiving. It's the 4 turkeys. And up above that are encaustics of chains on the back of dumpsters. I think there's 9 of them all together, but they're not all hanging. Some of them have fallen down. Some other little pictures that I've made from photographs I've taken. And here are the twins, because of the twin thing that I had going. That's Fandango de Tortuga, and below that is Murmuration. And that's on the back of the bathroom door. And in the bathroom are a couple of pieces of clothing that I'm hanging in there because I figured nobody will go in there. Then I've got my old lady smoking. And on the table, I have my autobiography, which is every quilt I made and cut up for that show. I saved all the circles from the center and bound them and sewed them all together. So now I can tell you a story about every single circle in this, and it's hanging over the edge. There's lots more. There are my 1 dead flower and 12 live flowers. I hope they make it for another couple of days. And they're sitting on the placemats that I made for that show, HGTV, Alex Anderson's show, when I demonstrated how to Xerox plates and then break up the Xeroxes rather than the plates. Here's an old one I made out of old blocks. That's like a regular quilt. I think that might be the last regular quilt I made. It's a bed quilt. More photographic things. That's printed on heavy linen, and what they were tar paper rolls from a roof that was being put on a house around here. Then we have dead ladies' doilies, and what I should have said, and the answer to what I should have said. No. Next is, I got to back up on this one. Hurricane Gates up above, and below that is just that series of 5 pieces. There's just 3 of them up here now. I'll get the other 2 in a minute. Hurricane Gates, I think, is coming back to Newton with me, and I'll hang above the couch because it's lonely up there. This is the one I made based on an arbor we had on our Wellesley house, where the raccoons would get into it in the middle of the night, and then they'd fall out. The family would all fall out, and there'd be baby raccoons all over my driveway eating grapes. Excuse me. We have a scurry of squirrels and a bunch of smaller pieces. And this is the large piece I just finished, and I think I'm calling it Rods. I don't know. If you have ideas on it, let me know. The Leadville Twins. And that one actually should have been cut up, but it wasn't. And I have grapes, geese, and goats. A triptych. Here's the other 2 as part of that series over underneath the big piece. And we're back again to the front door. So I hope that gives you an idea of what I've got. Oh, I missed this whole table. All right, I'm gonna have Bellinis here. I haven't made them yet because they're not here yet. And it's going on this tea towel. It says large fancy room filled with crap. And here's a bunch more quilts that they can ruffle through if they want to. This one is all about the squirrel, where I can't see the squirrel right now. And the snipe hunt, and the Hudson River, and handwork. All these are just out to manhandle. In addition, my sewing machine is down there. I really can't stand not having it available. These are all the books that I've made. This one is the one that I just finished recently and was in that show in Arizona. And then I have a whole bunch of other smaller ones. This one is about serial murders. And this one was in a book about books. And this is my latest one, Birds and Their Fabric Choices. And it's a whole bunch of pages that you can handle where the birds match the backgrounds. That's it.